Yes, welcome to Anago Maths. We're going to do question number 19. I hope you can see it there. It says the functions f of x and g of x are defined. F of x is 8 over x, g of x is x plus 5. They want us to find f of x, g inverse of x. So I'm going to go through this question and you just follow it. I hope you can see it clearly. It's question 19. Altogether, 2 plus 4, 6 plus 1 is 7 marks. 7 marks. That's for those, if you're hitting grade 7 upwards, you need to be getting this right. It's not long, it's very short. So take your time and follow the method. So we have f of x is 8 over x, g of x is x plus f of x. Let's start. Which one is in front? There's two of them there. It's f of x is in front. F. So we want to take f of x, which is 8 over x, put it in f of x. So we take 8 over x, put it in where x is. So what that means is, I'll write it here so you can see. So what that first one means is 8 over x, and then we put 8 over x. So we replace x with 8 over x, and then we simplify that. How do we simplify that? Let me remove these things around this. That's why I don't like this chalk and talk. So how do we simplify that? We can write it as 8 divided by 8 over x. When you divide, you keep, change, and flip. Keep the 8 the same. Change the divide to times and flip the other one. Keep, change, and flip. It becomes x over 8. So 8 will cancel 8. So you're left with x. Does that make sense? So f of x gives you x. Now the next one is f inverse. The inverse means, let's see that makes it better. So f of x is 8 over x. So we can write it as 8 over x. We can make it equals to y. And then what we want to do is, we want to make x the subject. You can swap them and make y the subject if you prefer. So let's swap it. Swap these two. Swap them. SWAP. Swap them. So it becomes 8 over y is equals to x. Does that make sense? 8 over y equals to x. And then if we want to make x the subject, so the inverse, f inverse of x is the same as the 8 over x. So what kind of inverse is that? Which word do we use? The same. The inverse is the same like the function. So what's the word for that? The inverse is the same as the function. Now we want to find g inverse and f of x, the last one. G is, we can put y equals to x plus 5, make x the subject. X is equals to y minus 5, and then we swap x and y. So y equals to x minus 5. So that means g inverse, let me see if we can see that thing. G inverse is, g inverse of x is x minus 5, because that's how we arrange it. Now we want to substitute f of x. F of x is 8 over x. So we replace it there. So that means G inverse f of x is equals to replace x with 8 over x. So it's 8 over x minus 5. And they told us that that is equals to 11. What's the opposite of minus 5? Plus 5. So 8 over x is equals to 11 plus 5 is 16. So what do we get x?
X equals 8.
We swap these two. So 8 over 16 is x. When you simplify that, what's 8 divided by 16? Fraction.
2.
No. 8 over 16.
0.2.
No.
0.8.
What's 8 divided by 8?
1.
1. What's 16 divided by 8?
2.
So it's 1 over 2. So x is 1 over 2. So for part C, 1 over 2. For part B, it's called self-inverse. It's still 8 over x. And for part A, the answer is x. So that's what you should get. So if you write this down, and for those who got it correct, this is all 7 marks. If you get all of them correct, you can write the word hooray. 7 marks. So copy all of that and learn that method. And don't forget to send any question you need help. Send it as soon as possible.